Currently, Bluey is in the middle of its third season. All three have been some of the best content on TV over the last few years. They truly have something for everyone, which only begs the question, which season of Bluey is the best? It's a deceptively simple question. Each season has good episodes, not so good episodes, new characters, new locations, and a ton more. So, without further ado, let's take a look at how the 3 seasons of Bluey stack up against each other. The first season of Bluey understandably spends most of its time getting us familiar with the main characters. Most episodes of this season really only have the 4 main healers in them and usually take place inside their house. Bluey is her normal, playful self, pretty much the same as her character in seasons 2 and 3. Bingo is more sensitive and is still trying to find her voice, a theme that continues into season 2. Chili is much less involved in this season compared to 2 and 3. She's often out working, going for a walk, or just popping in for minor roles. This means that Bandit gets a lot of attention this season, almost always being able to find time to play with the girls. Season 1 is probably Bandit's best. He shows his goofy but caring nature much more than in later seasons. He was pretty much too perfect, leading to more character flaws being introduced later on, particularly in season 3. We're also introduced to all of Bluey's friends at school, as well as her neighbors Judo and Lucky. In season 1, Bluey's friends pretty much just stay in the background before getting fully developed in seasons 2 and 3. In season 1 though, we really only get a focus on Judo, Indy, Chloe, and a bit of Mackenzie. But I think the most memorable secondary character from this season is Jean-Luc. Camping, the first and so far only episode starring the French-speaking Labrador, is seen by many as one of the best episodes to ever come from Bluey. It's one of the first times that the show went for a more emotional episode, a theme that we would see more of in seasons 2 and 3. The beach and the creek are other fan-favorite episodes that shake up the traditional setting. In terms of bad episodes this season, the only one that I would actually count as bad is Blue Mountains. Chicken Rat and Kids are others that are generally regarded as the worst of this season, but they're both just a little below average to me. Season 1 is in a weird place because it has the worst best episodes, but it also has the best worst episodes, if that makes any sense. Unlike the seasons that came after it, this season is almost always pure fun. It puts the healer family dynamic first, exploring the creativity of Bluey and Bingo and the fun yet guiding presence of Bandit and Chili. Season 1 has some of the best simple episodes like Teasing and Takeaway. When it does branch out and explore new settings like in the beach and camping, it does it really well. Season 2 introduces more secondary characters now that we've gotten used to the usual healer antics. Rad, Frisky, Granddad, Jack, Doreen, Captain and Mia, Chunky Chimp, Pom Pom, Leela, Fido, and Winnie all make their debuts this season. These characters are given time to shine, but we also see more from characters who appeared in Season 1 but didn't do a whole lot. Pat goes from having 4 roles in Season 1 to 8 in Season 2, getting more fleshed out in episodes like Stumpfest and Dad Baby. Stripe also gets more roles, going from 6 in Season 1 to 8 in Season 2. The family dynamic shifted as well, better including all of the main healers. Chili and Bingo have more prominent roles to give all 4 family members a much more equal amount of attention than in Season 1. I mentioned how some of Season 1's best episodes are the ones that reach out of the show's comfort zone, and I feel the same way about Season 2. Sleepy Time, Handstand, Escape, and Army all shake up the show's format, whether it be by experimenting with visuals, changing art styles, doing one long take, or eliminating the healers entirely. Season 2 is also where we begin to see the full potential of the show. Episodes like the aforementioned Sleepy Time, as well as Baby Race and Flat Pack, are fan favorites that stack up against Season 1's best. Now, we all have different episodes that we consider to be our favorites, but I think it's safe to say that Season 2's best episodes are superior to Season 1's best episodes. When it comes to the worst episodes, however, I think that they're worse than Season 1's worst episodes. Swim School, Movies, and Piggyback all shake up the setting, but fail to include a compelling story to go along with it and play off the new environment effectively. Hairdressers and Tickle Crabs are also generally disliked, and even though I know most people like it, I do not like Octopus. If you like it when the show experiments with different characters and settings instead of sticking to the traditional format, then Season 2 is the season for you. As of the making of this video, Season 3 hasn't fully released yet. Only 27 episodes are available in the US, and 37 have aired in Australia. Assuming the season will be 52 episodes long, just like the first two, the remaining 15 episodes are still in production and will likely air in summer 2023 in Australia and winter or spring 2024 in the US. That being said, it's not entirely fair to judge Season 3 based on its small sample size. However, it already has an episode lineup that can easily compete with the other two seasons. Onesies, Rain, Fairy Tale, Turtle Boy, Pass the Parcel, Unicorns, Stories, the list goes on. It's incredible how much quality is packed into what is essentially 3/4 of a full season. What's perplexing to me, though, is how many episodes there are in this season that I just do not like. Obstacle Course, Magic, Phones, Tina, and Mini Bluey are all episodes that I have issues with, even though I know Mini Bluey is a fan favorite. The balance between episodes featuring main and secondary characters is similar to Season 2, but with a little more focus on the 4 main healers. It tries to find a middle ground between the first 2 seasons, and I'd say it does a good job. Even though it isn't a full 52 episodes yet, Season 3 already has a lineup that, in my opinion, surpasses the other 2 seasons. Ironically, it also has, in my opinion, many of the worst episodes of the whole show. So now that we know how the episodes stack up against each other, let's see, what do the fans think? The Internet Movie Database, better known as IMDb, allows you to rate every episode of a TV show from 1 to 10 stars. By looking at the ratings of Bluey episodes, we can try to find which season has the highest rating. Get ready, I'm about to take you to middle school math class. If you don't care about the numbers, skip to the time code on screen now. After recording every episode's rating, I found that Season 1 has an average rating of 8.23, Season 2 has an average rating of 8.45, and Season 3 has an average rating of 8.48. Unsurprisingly, the 3 seasons are very close, with a slight edge going to Seasons 2 and 3. The median score comes to the same conclusion, with Season 1 having a median of 8.1, Season 2 having a median of 8.45, and Season 3 having a median of 8.5. Out of curiosity, I also looked at how many episodes were rated in the 9s and how many were rated in the 7s. This should give us an idea of how many very good and not so good episodes are in each season. Season 1 has 5 episodes rated 9 or above, compared to 9 each in Seasons 2 and 3. Remember, Season 3 is only 37 episodes, and it still has just as many highly rated episodes as Season 2. When it comes to episodes rated 7.9 or below, Season 1 has 13 compared to 9 in Season 2 and just 6 in Season 3. So although each season has a relatively similar average score, Season 1 has the most consistent quality, with a standard deviation of 0.45. Seasons 2 and 3, despite having a slightly higher mean and median, have a larger range of quality, both having a standard deviation of 0.55. Going off the data available on IMDb, there's no clear favorite season, although things don't look too good for Season 1. I also made a poll on YouTube and Reddit to directly ask the fans. I let it sit for a few days to gather votes, so let's take a look at the results. After combining the votes of the 2 polls, in 3rd place, with 4.4% of the vote, is Season 1. Not surprising, but only 4.4% of the vote is just a terrible showing. Now, the gap between 1st and 2nd place was extremely close, but by just 0.7% of the vote, the winner is Season 2. Now, the most observant viewers may have noticed that these percentages don't add up to 100. In fact, they're not even close. Well, that is because of this. By a landslide, the most popular option was IDK, they're all so good, with an astonishing 53.4% of the vote. It seems most people couldn't pick a favorite, a result that I certainly was not expecting. But then I asked myself, what's my favorite season? And honestly, I don't know. It's between Seasons 2 and 3 for me. Nothing against Season 1, it just doesn't have as many hard-hitting episodes as the later seasons. If I had to say objectively which season is best, I think I'd have to give it to Season 2, at least until the rest of Season 3 releases. Either way, all 3 seasons have their strengths and weaknesses. What's important is that all 3 are actually good. All we can do now is rewatch the show for like the 10th time and hope that there's many more great seasons of Bluey to come.